Okay, 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 okay. It's Spoot for Miser Gaming. We got another banner. We're in the second one in the March banners now. So it's Dorothy Cleric. There is a really cute story behind this outfit, actually. So when the devs originally reached out to Yoko Taro to design this one, they were like, hey, put together like a summer outfit, like a swimsuit. And because, you know, swimsuit models sell more in gacha games. Duh. So he designed this, and they were like, no, not an actual diving suit, like a literal swimsuit. So, like, please don't do that again. And Yoko Taro was like, I don't think any of these people know what they're looking for. This is kind of crazy. So anyway, that's the funny story behind it. It's pretty well distributed amongst the lore people, but Yoko Taro is a fucking saint. So you know. So here we go. We've got Dorothy Cleric. No step up. She is the only class on the banner. We've got 4 items. So she's got your regular coverall stats for a support. She's got 100 of each, and then a crap ton of HP. 400 extra HP on the Arcana. It is actually a really cool model. And they buffed 2 of the weapons on this banner specifically. So actually, I'll show you. No, that's not what I wanted. We'll go to the dev notes and I'll show you. I usually try to keep both of these open at the same time, but there's not a whole lot I can glean from these that I don't already know. So, March 3rd. All right, so the Staff of Curiosity in this one is 19 cost, 7,000 stats with recovery support 2. And then Dorothy is exactly the same. So 100 stats in each, and then the Arcana gets you 400 HP. So here's the trick on the weapon. So originally it was 6687, and total now it is 7,016. So about 280, 260 odd change. And it was recovery support 1 originally. 1.5 targets, raises magical defense. Tier 3. So the ability is the same, but the Colo Aid skill is recovery support 2. So that alone makes it pretty valuable for clerics to pull on this one. That's a pretty good staff with 1.5 targets. The instrument is an LL. I would probably go really wild on the spec banner later and pity this one, but it's a 2-target Tier 2 magic attack up. And it has weapon repair 2, which is it picks a random person and ups their magic and physical attack. So as far as stats goes, it's 6627 in JP, and I don't think that's changed in global. Nope. So, like, I like this instrument, I just don't know if it's worth pulling on unless you're like 4 out of 5 magic attackers. Which, if it is, it's valuable. Like, 2 targets are always really good, but it's only 1 stat, so I'm kind of... It's good, but I don't know if it is worth going deep on, since we do not know what the rest of the month really holds. Honestly, this is one of those things you can just save up and run a spec banner for later. But that is sort of that. The Poison Snake Spear also got buffed. So, in JP, it is Magic Defense debuff 2, and 65 stats. So the stats are the same, except it's a Dauntless Courage 2 weapon. So Paladins have a little bit of a dude, although I still think using the rest of your resources on the step-ups on the slime is probably better. I think overall that is probably where you're going to get more value out of it. And it's just one of those things. Like, it's a good spear, it's got a decent amount of attack on it. It's not so much more than the physical attack, so that kind of sucks, but that's a big chunk of change. And then we have Shatterer. So it's Wind God's Force 3 and physical attack debuff 2, which is pretty poopy. So you have a moderate chance to increase your own physical chance while attacking. It's fine. It's not great. It's just a buff, really. And then you've got a 1.5 target, and you have a chance to decrease both attack stats by a small amount, which isn't crazy. Usually it's only 1. But in the long run, it adds up. So it's 6631 on this one. So it has been buffed in global. So it's 6685 in global. And it looks like... Great. It looks like it's going to deal... It looks like they bumped up the actual tier of attack. So it's probably going to do slightly more damage. This hammer's kind of mediocre to me. Like... P-attack support's fine, but like you really need to be saving for when Dauntless Courages pop up, and you might have a decent spec banner coming. So as far as the banner goes, clerics, you probably want to go in at least to get the staff. The class is what it is. Free-to-play wise, I would hold off a little bit, although it is a pretty decent staff. Minstrels, I would hold on, do your pulls, and probably pity this one, depending on what the rest of the month looks like. Pallies, you're going to have to decide if that spear is worth it. It's another DC2 spear, but it's a 19 cost, which is a lot. And then the Hammer Crushers, you can probably skip this one. It's not like crazy impressive, but it's slightly above average at the very least. We do have a paid Nightmare coming out tomorrow. It is the bell that sounds a wildfire. This is the tier 3 skill, and it is also the 0 SP version. So, it's 60% instead of 50, or is it 45? I forgot. I could look. It's 55%. So it's only 5% more than UFO, so in the long run, it's not an insane thing. So if nobody in your guild really wants to buy it, don't feel too bad about it. You're not losing a crazy ton. But if somebody is going to buy it, it's decent. Like, mostly because 0 SP. Like, that's a big boon. Also, it's got a crap ton of magic stats on it. Magic attack's 1900, magic defense is 1800, physical defense is almost 1500. It's just the physical attack's kind of low. But it's 6000, almost 6300 stats just for a paid, which is going to be more than a lot. So, keep an eye out for this one. This one's pretty good, but that's the paid Nightmare that's going to be coming out tomorrow. Ninetales of Rejection, Ricone. So that's it. So check the banner, make sure. I'm leaning towards saying skip for most people, except for maybe the cleric, and even then, if you think you can pity the staff later, I would maybe hold on a little bit. That's it from Spoot, from me. Good luck, everybody. Have a good one.